Hello, Buckman, and welcome back to another episode of Theater Thursday. Today, we're going to be a mime. A mime is a performer that doesn't use any words or any real objects in their performance. They're able to create a whole world out of thin air. When you think of a mime, you're probably thinking of someone who looks like this. That's Marcel Marceau. He was a very famous mime from France. Here's his version of the popular mime in a box routine. When I was in college for theater, I took a class with Bill Bowers, a really wonderful mime and teacher. He taught me almost everything I know about miming. So here he is to show you how to make a wall in thin air.
And just imagine that right in front of us both, a wall appears.
Okay.
An imaginary wall. And you're going to see it with your eyes, so that I'm going to see what you see. Yeah. And when you touch the wall, it has energy too. So when you touch it, it stops your hand. Just like that. Yeah, it's just like this.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a real wall. So this is another part of fundamental of pantomime, which is called fixed point. Something that's fixed in space. So one part of your body, like your hand, is stuck in space, but the rest of your body is completely free. Look at that! You're Mr. Mime. There it is. You have energy, and this imaginary world has energy, and where the two things come together is an illusion. That's where the imagination of the audience joins you. Your imagination meets theirs, and together you create an object.
Another classic mime trick is pulling on an invisible rope. This one's fun because not only are you pulling on the rope, but the rope is pulling back on you. So, I'll let Bill Bowers explain the basics of this one, and then we'll see another example from Marcel Marceau.
Everything you create in pantomime, all illusions are basically just dots. They're just pieces of energy, and you put those dots together to form objects from the real world. You have 2 points of energy, but the space between them is very important as well. Yeah. And you can move them anywhere you want. And now I'm going to move this dot to there, and move this dot to there. Good. And now I'm going to do it again. So.
See how he uses his body to show that there's something pulling on the other side of the rope. It's not easy. The harder it is, the funnier it is. When I went to clown school, the first thing they had me do was pick up an invisible, heavy object over and over and over again. So here, let me show you a little bit of a demonstration. As you can see, you gotta square up the object, see how big it is, and then you have to reach down and feel about how heavy it is. So then you have to get underneath it. You want to get your body underneath the heavy object and use your legs to push yourself up nice and tall, and then use your whole body to throw it away, just like that. Now, of course, Marcel Marceau has a really great version of this where he's lifting a barbell. So here you go. Let's take a look at that. So step 1, feel the weight. Oof. See how heavy it is? And here we go with step 2. Get your body underneath the weight. Now he's trying for step 3, pressing up with the legs there. It's really heavy. Oh, 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 but it's too heavy. See, what makes this funny is how heavy the object is. The heavier the object, the funnier it is. important part of miming is what you do with your face. Since we can't use our words, we use big, exaggerated facial expressions so that people know how we're feeling. Mimes paint their faces white so that they look like masks. Here's Marcel Marceau one more time showing us how we can turn our faces into masks. Notice how the different faces lead toward different body movement. The masks we put on and the faces we wear lead to different behaviors. They create character. Now it's your turn to give it a try. We've made a wall, we've pulled a rope, we've lifted heavy objects, so feel free to pick one of those actions or find your own action to mime. And as always, send in a video if you want, but if you don't want to, that's fine too. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week on Theater Thursday!